What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Showtime is Blazer King with King's Critiques, and we're back for my hero Vigilante. And the first episode, it opened up pretty strong, honestly, with both character introductions and the whole fuckery of the way that the villains presented themselves. Not only being assholes to the main character, but also doing things that I kinda didn't expect in my hero show to take the direction of, but I guess the prequel slash spin-off is, a little more dark than I was going to expect for this kind of thing. Usually spin-offs, prequels, that kind of thing is more, I don't know, just on the silly side of things. So that's on me for expecting that much. But anyway, if y'all enjoyed the first episode and you're looking forward to what's to come, let me know in the comment section down below what you think's gonna happen. Of course, if you're not a manga readers know. I've seen manga readers make comments on people's TikToks, and while that does give me more hope for if this ever goes beyond to season 1, it does not give me much thought for what could happen in the near future. So, that said, let's of course just roll into things, but first let me remind you, hit the like button, subscribe, and if you're not going to have conversations, at least let the whole video on there and let me get to watch them, because that would be highly appreciated. That said, let's get into it. I think that has a whole lot of other things to do than just starting a fight with Aizawa, just saying. Did we have an intro on the last episode? I don't remember. Fuck it, I don't have enough time in the day to honor it anyway. Yes, Vigilante. Also known as, if kept under control, better than the police. Which, again, genuine thought process there. Because, yeah, the police do their job right some of the time. But again, there's a lot of the time they just don't do things fast enough. So, like, are you going to have the police handle a missing person's case? Where they say someone needs to be missing for 24 hours first? Or are you going to hire someone who's a vigilante who's going to be like, oh shit, this person's missing? Well, let's go find them. How'd it go from being daytime to the evening with their fight? Like, have they been fucking around that long? Oh shit, so he was right? Fuck. Alright. That just sounds... Oh, God. Oh, good. So, the business guy running away has now, brought these three back. Well, hopefully Aizawa at least realizes the point in the middle of his fight with the other guy where he's going to be like, oh, those are the actual villains. Alright. Wait, Aizawa was just like, sorry, my bad. Didn't expect him to actually be respectful on that. Yeah. Like... We kind of already had that feeling about the big guy, didn't we? Actually, didn't he admit that in the first episode? It's been a week, sorry, my memory kind of don't work well with a lot of things unless they're traumatic or good. Meanwhile, Aizawa's, hears that going on, and he's like, oh, that's a problem. I will agree, though. Like, I think it was Danny who was talking shit about the main character here, and while other people were defending the main character, right now he is kind of useless. Like, these villains aren't useful either, because they probably could catch up to him easily, but... Case in point. Just hit them with bricks. Yeah, actually about that, they are getting away, because now you have a real hero who's on your ass. Yeah, I kind of figured Pop Step was gonna get caught by that lizard guy. Oh. Well, that's not a sinister look on his face at all. So those figures were that drug that they're after. That probably would have been better than those before. the lizard guy's like, oh fuck, he's a lot scarier than I am. Da 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 da. I'm sorry, his quirk is called Playtime. Boy, you cannot turn into a giant four-armed man and have that be your quirk. Like... having the quirk to turn other people into, dolls, action figures, whatever, that would make sense for a quirk called Playtime. But turning yourself into a giant so everything else is your toy, that's not where I was expecting that to go. Yeah, he's kind of already on the ground. She's not. Okay, see, the wall climbing is definitely a cool part of his ability. Because, yeah, sure, it's kind of useless on the ground. But being able to slide up walls, that's kind of cool and, could be useful. So he saved her, and now his ass is gonna fall to the ground. I mean, he's gonna be saved by the supervillain, though. That's helpful, right? Okay, well, he saved himself instead of getting got. Oh, and Aizawa shows up out of nowhere, save the day. Apparently, even amplified quirks his erasure works on. That's definitely good to know. I'm pretty sure we knew that from the original show, but I don't think it ever actually came up. Since he was never on the scene when that kind of shit happened. No. He has a point. Like, before they do something wrong doesn't necessarily mean do anything wrong. Like, those three punks from before were already doing things that are wrong that they should be, at minimum, thrown in jail for. So... Because, like, those three goons beat up Koichi, like, first, and then they found him again, was going to kick the shit out of him. Then they were threatening something way worse for Pop Stop. So, I think what he did to them the first time was called for. And then they turned to that drug, and, well, did they deserve to get their asses kicked again? I could swear I just heard an ambulance or something outside. Also explained to you why he fell. Bitch, he fell because he was helping her, and then he didn't have any place to brace himself. You did call him master before, just saying. He heard it. See, and this is a problem when super anyone fights just because they're having an argument. The one guy's just from the rival high school that UA had in that one season, honestly. Because he's wearing that same fucking uniform that other, I think, wind-powered guy had on. My guy, you can't make a badass entrance and then slip on your step up. That's not how it works. So what kind of stupid dumbass name is going to come up over Nice Guy? Because Nice Guy is a dumb name that people would make fun of. But how much worse could he make it? Don't do a little Sentai move before you mention your name. That looks worse too. Disney's going to sue somebody. Nah. And they know him. That's the worst part. Like, they know him, they ask who he is, and they still ask just to correct it. That's a douche move. No more, Mr. Nice Guy. No. The crawler. Yes, I am a French pastry. Shut up! I don't like how you're rolling that R, man. Yo, that's valid, though. You should only roll your R's when you're trying to impress the ladies. Which, I mean, I guess Pop Stop's in the area. But also, here's the other question. How old is Pop Stop even supposed to be? Because, like, he's an adult. How old is she? Pretty sure she's a high schooler. Which, I guess, Japan-wise, as long as she's hit that breach of 16, it's not weird. Because people are going to ship those two. Like, I don't, but people are going to. Yeah, see, you say things and you're going to piss them off. Also, for the record, like, she said they're in middle school. See, and now you fuck with him, and now you're going to get the shit kicked out of you. Which, technically, this would be illegal because they're not villains, and that's a grown-ass man about to beat up teenagers. Or, honestly, the age ratio to school ratio in Asia might confuse the hell out of me, but normally in middle school here, you're almost a teenager, if not already. Especially with how fucking big they are. True. Also true. See, and that's what's wrong with society. If that was allowed more, people would probably get less headaches in the workspace. Like, I'm not going to go on a huge rant about it, but just saying, like, I follow a lot of TikToks for a reason, and based on a lot of stories I hear of people working, like, retail jobs, if you were just allowed one punch a day, or even a week, people would feel so much better about what happens at work. Like, you have a customer come up to you and do the typical, you know, Karen thing, or the male equivalent, and you just look at them and let them continue, but you just want, and you should be able to just get one of those. Honestly, if that was allowed, if that was a legal thing, I could probably stand working retail. I'm just saying. Because, like, the idea of working retail is just cancerous for the sake of, I would go to fucking prison by at least day 2. Maybe 3. But, like, if one punch was illegal, or was legal, my words kind of tripped over themselves, like, a day, even, or at least a week, you know, it would just be so much better. And at least, you know, it doesn't even have to limit to the customers. You know, if your coworkers piss you off, they could be your free punch for the, you know, week. Just saying. Like, make that a thing, and the work world would be so much better. And human beings would be so much better, too. Because you imagine on the second or third time somebody gets punched for saying something, unnecessary or stupid, they'd eventually go, oh, that's why I keep getting hit. It really just seems like you two are simps, honestly, by this point, but she knew what she had to do, so whatever. See, that's an actual villain. Or he's just being cocky, I can't really tell. Baby hath been yeeted. And to be fair, though, those two could probably lend a hand. I don't know about the fucking dude from the one high school of overly confident people, but the dude that's basically Cyclops, he could lend a distraction. Shoot your laser beams at this dude made of stone and distract him. Okay, but is beating the shit out of a villain really a bad thing? If you're beating the shit out of somebody that, I don't know, stole candy from a baby, that might be excessive. But in this case, I'm pretty sure it was called for. They're just standing there text you, we get your phone number? Yeah, honestly, those don't sound... Okay, well, his name doesn't sound threatening. Knuckle Duster is kind of threatening because you never know when he's just gonna appear and beat the shit out of you. So in other words, they do more than the cops. Maybe not more than actual heroes, but definitely more than the cops. Especially because the cops in My Hero are not great. No. See, that is the logic they should have. It's fine if they defeated the villain for us. See, it's a whole other thing when the vigilante, isn't keeping themselves in good condition and they are in danger and almost get killed. But hey, if the villain gets defeated before anyone else arrives, then better. Less paperwork. Less issue. Yeah, well, your laws can lick the underside of my sack. Freaky Fist Grandpa the Crawler. No. I mean, the first thing might be true, but not the Crawler. Thinking about the Crawler does kind of make sense, though, because, I mean, isn't his position for gliding around the same composition that Nightcrawler usually makes his appearances in the comics? He just flashes up on the scene and he's all... Pretty sure that's the case. I haven't watched too much X-Men, nor do I read the comics, so I wouldn't know. But that's just what I'm going with as an assumption. I don't know what they've been doing out there. But at least episode 2, they were able to take care of the villains easier, because at least on the one end they had Aizawa, so the hyper villains were able to get taken down easier. And on the other end, well, apparently beating up, I don't know, the red-haired guy's dad or something, kinda... That's probably not actually the red-haired guy's dad, because there's, at least 2 different quirks that exist that are hardening in the main show, so it can't be one of their parents. It's just, a generally common quirk. I could be wrong about that, but it seems like it's not, a unique thing, unless those other 2 characters from the other show are, distant brothers and they don't know it, but... That's a whole other in-universe question to be asked. So, what I will say is, episode 2, pretty fun. The comedic take over the serious take on it. And, I mean, this Knuckle Duster guy can throw down with Aizawa one-on-one, so that's entertaining. Could he have continued to do so if Aizawa was actually trying? Maybe, but... That's all things to find out in the future, because I imagine we'll probably get an actual, hero versus vigilante bit at some point. Probably bring in important heroes that are, higher grade in the main show. But that's another one of those things that's to be seen. Another thing that is to be seen is, I don't know, are any of our 3 vigilantes here going to get stuck with that needle on accident? Because I could see that being a spin on things too. Many questions to be asked, and non-manga readers, share your opinions on the comment section down below, as I usually ask about this stuff. Also, don't forget, hit the like, and let me know about any other shows, movies, etc. I should check out this season, next season, or in general. Especially going over to that Dinner Table Detective episode and checking it out, and let me know how you feel about the show, because I am still extremely indifferent. Hit the like button, subscribe to the gaming channel, the description down below, ring both bells like Facebook, Filter, and Blue Sky, keep updated with things. TikTok, Patreon, get the full animated visuals and audio, the stuff I upload here. TikTok? I already said TikTok. Twitch, follow there, subscribe for benefits, can just go to Twitch Prime for free, helps me out temporarily. Subscribe to the red platform for the long term I've been here. And I know that probably doesn't help my case to remind that, but come on, man. Like, this channel's been up for like 4 or 5 years, and the other one for 16 or so. And come on, man. Anyway, check the playlist here, let it run, have conversations, what have you. Check out the video YouTube recommends you here, or the, bigger video for the cut-up version. I probably won't remember, it just directly linked in Table Detective, so, go check that out. That was only uploaded, yesterday or the day before. And I do want to hear some opinions, because I'm just, a comedy mystery show is, But that all being said, it's been the Blaze Game with King's Critique. Sound, talk for now.